Shogun, Episode 4, The Eightfold Fence. What a truly magnificent series this is becoming. Every single episode, I'm blown away by it. Genuinely. So full spoilers for the episode, because we can't really discuss this film without discussing the spoilers. It's very well made. There is nothing to pick on from a technical level. So we have to talk about the spoilers and what happens and discuss the plot and what we think about it. All of these kind of things. So, yeah, just full spoilers. Bear that in mind. But if you're not watching this show, you're missing out 100% on the best thing that is on TV. And I don't say that lightly. This is unequivocally the best thing that is on TV. From a technical level, it's a masterpiece. It's so well done. The cinematography is great. The set design is beautiful. The color grading on the set design, the props, just amazing. Really, really amazing. The acting is great all round. Some people have some slight issue with Cosmo Jarvis, his Blackthorn character, but I really like it. I think he's great. This is a stellar show. Genuinely. So what happened in this episode? Well, some beautiful stuff, some bad stuff. We flash forward now, essentially where we started. We've come full circle. We're back in the little fishing village where we started, where Blackthorn's ship got dragged in. And what happens from here is Toranaga is essentially plotting. Not necessarily plotting, but he's trying to weed out those individuals that he can trust. And he's also trying to confirm that certain individuals have fealty to him instead of a grander ambition. So his right-hand man, I guess, what it was, his right-hand man that we've seen scheming in Osaka with Ishido, he's got his own army. And so when they land, his army's there, ready for inspection. And Toranaga does a really interesting thing where he does a speech and essentially pledges his fealty to the army. And they go from chanting this individual's name, I can't remember all the names off the top of my head, I'm so sorry, and to chanting his name, which is a great symbolic, but also very, very manipulative, but in a very smart way, turn of events. Because obviously, this individual is going to have to die at some point, I would imagine, his right-hand man, because this is a schemer. He has been scheming. He's trying to get one up on Toranaga. So that was fascinating. Blackthorn learns that, yeah, he's still there. He can't go off. He can't go to his ship. He can't see his crew. His crew are off somewhere else now. And, even though he's going to be kept well and safe, he is still a prisoner, right? In the regard that he can't just come and go as he pleases. He's stuck. But that was interesting. It was the realization on Cosmo Jarvis's face, Blackthorn's face. Good acting for that. You really felt it. I did anyway. I thought, just the sort of the overwhelming weight of what he's agreed to comes down on him at that point. And that's what this episode is about. So it's about what he's agreed to, which is training Toranaga's men. Which he doesn't know any strategy. He's got no idea about war tactics and strategies, because he's not trained in that. He was not a Navy SEAL. He was, just a navigator. He was able to plot the maps and set course. That was all he was able to do. But he does know how to wield his cannons, and so he starts to teach Toranaga's men the cannons. But who comes around the corner one day when they're all training? Well, the people from Ishido, from Osaka. I think I'm getting the names right, maybe. And this is where things take a really big turn politically. And I'm jumping towards the end, but we'll recap some other bits and pieces. But Toranaga's son gets manipulated in a way to start all-out war. So this individual from Osaka is there basically to bring back the schemer, to cut his head off, basically. And the schemer agrees to, hey, look, you know, I'm an ally. Look what I've got. Look what I've got. I'm an ally. You know, stick around to tomorrow and you'll see everything that we've been doing. You'll want me on hand. Trust me. There's a war coming. You'll want me on hand. Well, that backfires. Kind of, but not. Because what happens from there is Toranaga's son breaks his promise, I guess, his loyalty to his father in some way. This is now blind loyalty, as it were, anyway. And he starts all-out war. He fires the cannons on these men from Osaka, and it is brutal. There are chain bundles, chain cannon, basically, chain loaded, and they all come out, and it's carnage. There's horses just almost exploding, because they kind of would, with chains being blasted through them, and the propulsion that would be behind it, the force, the drive, and people are being dismembered left, right, and center. And this guy's on the floor from Osaka, and he's like, "Real samurai don't fight like this. You know, you're not samurai." And then he gets his head cut off. Mariko, it's not. She goes, "Look, you know, this is war now." It's like, okay, cool. I think I named Mariko. And yeah, it's war. That's it. That's the start of the war, that happened really quick. I mean, obviously there's going to be more stuff that happens, but yeah, like the scheming, the plotting, brilliant. There's a few beautiful moments with Blackthorn. I'm going to keep calling her Mariko, and Mariko, where you know, sort of discussing what you'd be doing in London as escapism, and I'm keen to learn a little bit more about that interaction and how it develops and where they're going to take it in this series. And I really enjoyed as well the individual that had her, in episode 1, that had her husband and child put to death, as a way to bring, I guess, respect back, you know. She is essentially given to Blackthorn as a courtesan, and he's like, no, I don't need you. But they form quite a nice bond as well, and I like that. It's great. It's still very much like a out there story. You know, he's trying to find his way with it all, but he's picking up things fast, and it's a beautiful story. I'm a little bit late on the review, sorry, but it's such a good show. It is hands down the best thing on TV. How it is shot, the color grading is beautiful, the locations that they use is amazing. Again, some people have gone, is it woke? No, not remotely. This is just what old TV used to be like. It's just a great story. You must watch it. So good. Magnificent TV.